Okay, so the adventure for today, it's a very nice sunny day with a light breeze, and it's kind of cooler than it has been out there. I think it's 82 on the temperature gauge here. So the plan for today, Navajo Nation opened up some of the last national park sites that had been closed for quite a while with the pandemic, and that's Canyon de Chelly and Hubbell Trading Post. So those are the last of the national park sites that are pretty close to us in Gallup. So I'm jumping down there up there to pick those up. I've still got a trip planned to southwest New Mexico to pick up some other sites, but it's kind of a lengthy trip, so it'll be a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna have a nice day today, and I'm struggling with procrastination trying to get these videos finished, but hopefully I'll get this wrapped up in the next few days. So see you out there. Hi, and welcome back to CAIRN Traveler. Thanks for following us on this adventure this week. We are picking up two of the last national park sites on the Navajo Nation, which is Hubbell Trading Post National Historic Site and Canyon de Chelly National Monument. Hubbell was a little bit of a bust, not a lot going on there. It was the person that was like manning the visitor center was out to lunch when I got there. There wasn't a whole lot there. I didn't really plan on buying anything, which kind of made me feel, a little bad about going in with no intent to buy. And it would have been more fun with somebody, I think, to look around. But interesting spot. Got my park stamp and a brochure from the little site there. But then moved on. It's in Chelly on the way to Canyon de Chelly, which is right here. This is the visitor center. After this, the park loop trail loops into the north and south loop roads, so you kind of branch off. And I drove all the way to the end to hear Spider Rock Overlook, which is kind of the quintessential Canyon de Chelly spot. This is Spider Rock here. You can see the little river that goes through the canyon, and there's quite a bit of vegetation around that river as far as and also farms and things like that. This was one of the last rock formations on the Navajo Nation sign that I hadn't been to. I'll show that here. You can see the mittens from Monument Valley, Window Rock, and Shiprock in Shiprock. And I believe that's Navajo Mountain outside Lake Powell. Really pretty spot though. A little bit different than any other, canyon or rock formation that's around. Not quite as deep as the Grand Canyon, and a little bit different as far as the rock walls and everything that's there. And there's also quite a bit of farming and homesteads at the bottom of the canyon, which is a little bit different than a lot of places. So this was the Spider Rock Overlook at the end of the loop drive on the south side, I believe. Next up was Face Rock Overlook. I will say that it would have been a whole lot better had there been some more signs kind of pointing out some of the rock formations. I don't really know where the face was itself, but it was an interesting spot. Really pretty views. One of the nice things about being a national monument, they're okay with you taking dogs out, with the 6-foot leash rule. So hiker was able to come with me on the overlooks, which is pretty cool. Next up was Sliding House Overlook. Again, I wish they had kind of pointed that out where it was. You can see some ruins in some spots, but I don't know which ones were the specific sliding house, sorry. Still pretty views though. It was a great day for it. Thankful that Navajo Nation had opened back up and opened this up. This is right before the Delta variant hit, and I kind of suspected things were going to close back down, so I rushed out to see this spot in the window I had. You can see some of the homesteads and farms down there. There are tours down into the canyon. I believe they're mule tours, so you can go down and traverse some of that. Between the north and the south routes, there is a fork. There's the main Canyon de Chelly, and I believe it's Canyon del Muerte is the other side, and it kind of forms a branch that takes you down there. You can see some old ruins along the road there. Next was Junction Overlook, which is kind of the meeting of the two canyons, Canyon de Muerte and Canyon de Chelly. Kind of a wide open area where there's kind of a delta between the two canyons. Quite a steep drop off in this area. After this, this is just the Tseyi Overlook, which again is just kind of an overlook of that same delta area where there's a widening of two canyons meeting together. A lot of farms, homesteads in there. You can see kind of the wash there between the trees where the water comes through. And next we're on the North Rim Drive, and this is Antelope House Overlook. You can see quite a bit of ruins down there. Very steep walls. Just a reminder, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ruben, and the channel is CAIRN Traveler. And we travel, me and my dog Hiker, full-time in an Airstream 25-foot Globetrotter. I'm a travel nurse working ER most of the nights. And this is our adventures. Kind of the whole purpose is to inspire you to find your adventure, to whether in your backyard or across the country, to find a way to widen your life, broaden your soul. And this is some of the places that have brought me inspiration. Next is Mummy Cave Overlook. I believe they found some petrified remains here. You can see some of the old Pueblo ruins there. Again, some of these places were kind of hard to pick out. Signs would have been beneficial as far as what was out there, because there's kind of multiple ruins tucked in amongst some of these cliffs and hills. You can see some of the dirt roads down there in the bottom. And the last of the spots was Massacre Cave Overlook. I believe some natives were massacred here as part of a Spanish expedition. I guess there was a Spanish team that was kind of in the area and cornered some of the natives in caves here, and ended up in a massacre, unfortunately, and that's why this spot is named after that. Kind of hard to spot where the exact caves are. This trail kind of winds and turns around, so I followed it back a little bit, and you can see down below it's kind of funny, some of the crisscrossing of either cattle or deer trails. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure where this Massacre Cave is. There's a little cliff dwelling there. There's a few, looks like caves down there. All the crisscrossing, probably either cattle or deer trails. Wow, that is something. There's not a whole lot of people here. This is really a, now granted this just opened back up. It's just opened back up, but kind of undervisited for a national park spot. Could be these cliff dwellings over here. scope of this is just huge. Funny how every place is a little bit different. From Grand Canyon to this to Canyon of Gunnison. Everywhere's got their own little twist on the southwest. Super pretty. Alright, just finished a before midnight workout. Went pretty well. This is my, well, second day for this week, and I'm about to go into 5 on, so I'll probably be working out every day. So just finished a before midnight workout, and now gonna go for a midnight run, because why not? And be back in a bit. So earlier this week, I ran the farthest I've ever run, which was 3.6, and is technically over like the 3.1 of a 5K. So it's still my goal to run in a 5K, but I've run that far at least. And tonight I ran 6.7 miles, which is crazy. And I felt good the whole time. Probably could have kept going farther. I think I got one blister on my foot. It's kind of starting to bother me, but not too bad. Yeah, but felt good the whole time. I was shooting for just 4 miles to, get over the distance I'd done before, but I felt fine, so I kept going. Definitely makes a difference to run at night. It rained earlier, so it's a little bit humid, and it's about 62 out there right now. So yeah, it was a good run. Feeling good. That's pretty exciting. So yeah.